G'day guys, Troy here from FM Scout, and today we're going to have a look at the reputation of the players. I'm going to go through an experiment and change two players. I want one player to be a high rep player, one to be low rep reputation, that is, and I will forward through a couple of seasons, just see where they end up. They will have the same attributes to begin with, and they will have the same potential ability and also current ability to start off with. I just want to see how they get on with their career going forward. I'll probably sim forward to about their 24th birthday, or to the 24, and then I just want to see what it actually does to the player's career, having that low reputation or having a high reputation. But before we kick it off, as always, just like to invite you all over to my personal channel, FM Live. Go over there, have a look at a few videos. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Okay, so here it is. We've got the two players. They both haven't got a club. What I'm going to do is change their age to exactly the same age. I'm just going to leave their positions and everything else like that. I'm going to change their attributes and their reputation in the FM Scout editor, which I'll get into in a second. Actually, let's do that right now. Okay, so here we are over to the FM Scout editor, and with Andrew White here, what I'm going to do is change his technicals, his mentals and physicals all to 10. Also with the hidden attributes and personality attributes, we're going to change that all to 10 as well. Andrew White, I've chosen to be my low reputation player, so I'm going to give him the lowest reputation possible to start it off with. Now, the reputation can increase depending on his current ability and also his potential ability and also the club and country he's playing in. So we'll have to keep on coming back and change that, which is a bit of a pain, but I want to do this and I want to get this experiment right because I want to see what kind of difference it does make in a player's career. Okay, so that's all done. As you can see, all the technical, mental, and physical attributes at 10, and all across the board, really. His current ability and potential ability for both the players, I'm going to put 100 and 200. So there's a lot of movement in there, and they're going to be the best player in the game. The only thing that's going to be different is their reputation. With Andrew White, the low reputation player is going to get a 1. The highest, I believe, is 10,000. So that's what the high reputation player will be getting. So let's get into the game. We're going to sim forward 1 year. We're going to see what club they actually find because they're free agents. Okay, so here we are. We've simmed forward about a year and a half. We're at the second season. We're about halfway in. So the high rep player, as we can see here, we'll have a look at him more in depth. His attributes have gone up a little bit. He's with Manchester City. At the moment, I don't believe he's had a game. He was on loan to Coventry, but he hasn't had a game as yet. Worth 9 million and on 57k per week, which is that's a pretty good income for a young player. The low reputation player, remember, they've got the same current ability and potential ability when they first start up. Club is with Birmingham, and that's going to affect the attributes of the player going up because of the training facilities are a lot better at Manchester City, but his value a lot less at 37k for a player that's 200 potential. A bit of a bargain, and his player wage is very low as well. So that's where the reputation probably comes into effect. As you can see, the world reputation there, we'll have to go back in and adjust those all the way up and all the way down going forward. But what I'm going to do now is sim forward, I think up to about their 24th birthday. So when they're about 24, so that's about 5 years, we'll have a look at the player's career and what's actually happened, how much they're worth as well, because that's coming a big factor, and also what clubs they're at. Okay, we're back and it's now 2024, and the high reputation player has got a very good world reputation now. He's worth 35 million, still playing with Manchester City, and he's earning 115k. Developed quite nicely with those good facilities, and I think he's been tutored as well. He's now at a resolute personality, which it was on balance before. So yeah, very good player in the game. Still got some room there because it's 200 potential. I don't think he's really reached that. The low reputation player, 21.5k, 0.5 mil, which is a lot in terms of value. Still the high reputation is beating him there. Still reputation hasn't gone into the gold stars. He's now at Southampton and earning 57k. So I have a look at his attributes. As you can see, he's not really grown as much as the high reputation because of those facilities, but that wasn't really the point of the experiments. In terms of the playing history for the low reputation player, we'll have a look at that now. So we started off at Birmingham, as we know, and he got into the first team around 2018, 2019, a lot of appearances there. Then he got the move for 6.5 mil to Southampton, and that's he struggled a couple years to get in the first team, but then he's come into his own about 3 years ago. Now he's making first team appearances. Not very good, to be honest. High reputation player. We know he's been with Man City the whole time. We'll have a look at his appearances there. And same kind of thing, went out to loan, as we know, to Coventry, then struggled to get into the side, and then now he's just starting to get into the side as a first team player. He played quite well that season. So yeah, there it is. Okay, so every time I do an experiment, what I want to do is to get something out of it. I want to learn something, and what I've learned from this experiment, from the reputation, is it plays a big factor in the wage of the player, and also the transfer fee of the player, or the value of the player. So that brings me to my next point. When searching for a player, go outside of your norm. Go outside of Spain, Italy, go outside of England for sure. What I've done here using the FM Scout editor is I've set a filter, and what I've done is 17 to 23-year-olds. What I want is a potential ability from 145 to 150, current ability from 135 to 150. So some good players, probably not at the top of the game, but still some very good players. And what we have, I've sorted it by value, and you'll see their reputation as a little bit lower than some of the guys at the higher value. So as we have a look at reputation for value, we've got a couple of guys from Argentina, Denmark, Mexico, Ukraine, Spain as well, Holland. So some of the countries there that are probably not your bigger countries. When we go all the way down to the bottom, guess what? We've got the guys from England. So we've got Jesse Lingard. His value is at £32 million, which is massive for a player that's got a potential ability of 150, and his current is 143. When we go all the way up to the top, you can see a lot of the guys there have potential abilities of 150 and only worth 2.5 mil, 3 mil, 4 mil. So that's a big thing you got to look at when you're scouting for players. Look, you don't always have to use the FM Scout editor if you don't want to. If you do, that's fine. That's up to you. But if you're having a look at players, look at them at face value. Don't look at players over value. Don't have a look at the players with the highest value. Have a look at the players through their attributes and also their scouting reports, because there's a good chance that you might pick up a player that's the same or maybe even better than the player that's worth more. Alright guys, that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope this has helped you out in some way, shape or form. If there's any more little experiments you want me to do investigating the game, see how things work, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to get a video out sometime in the future. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.